For those who might not understand how this works, in having 3 tiers of government, it's constitutional. I am yet to see where any of those local government chairmen went to court to demand what is due to their local government. What we need to speak to is the fact that governors put their lackeys in position. Now, if the governors do that, how come the people accept this? Every 2 years or every 4 years, as the case may be, depending on the state. The people have a role to play in this. The law is the law. But if the people keep quiet and don't demand their rights, this will continue. We can't have an aberration where the law says one thing and will do something else. But let me say this. We have less than 15 local governments out of 704 local governments that can be financially independent or sustainable, even if they were to get the funds that are due to them. You have to understand the case that the governors are making. These local governments are supposed to pay teacher salaries, not so? How many local governments can afford to pay teacher salaries after they finish paying the salaries of their staff? The local governments are manned by people who have no competence whatsoever. Every state in Nigeria is financially sustainable, financially independent, but because we have people who all look towards the center for resources, they don't do what they need to do. I was in Kogi State last week, saw the flood victims, saw a state so rich, so blessed, one of the richest geographical expressions in Africa, yet some of the poorest people in Africa. No roads, the best laterite in Nigeria there, rocks there, limestone, cement factory there, no roads. Aqua life there, people impoverished. Now let me ask you a question. Is that the fault of federal government, or is that the fault of a people or a governor who lacks vision, who lacks an understanding of what he actually has? We're all here as individuals and we might be complaining of poverty or don't have money, but in each of us resides talent, resides wealth that we can use to something that we can use to generate wealth. But as long as the states continue to operate the way they operate, depending on the money that comes from Abuja every month end, they will remain poor. The same thing for the local governments. They will all remain poor because they don't look inwards. They are all looking to Abuja for oil money. That's why they are not able to pay salaries. That's why we need a new crop of leadership. People who understand what it means to then run government like you run an efficient business. Run government like government is run all over the world. Not run government looking for money that comes from the center.